Vanessa, the Crafty Gemini, and I'm back with day 9 of my 12 days of last-minute DIY gifts video series. In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a super quick and easy clear zippered pouch. This project is going to be another quick and easy make. And the zipper installation technique I'm going to show you is similar to the one I showed you in my coin purse keychain tutorial, but it's slightly different because we're not working with actual fabric here. This is clear vinyl, and because the edge of it doesn't fray and there are no raw edges that need to be covered, it's even easier. It takes me about 5 minutes to make one of these, and all you really need is the vinyl and a zipper. So let's go over all the materials and supplies you're going to need so you can jump right into making your clear zippered pouch. Our finished clear zipper pouch here is going to finish at 6.5 inches tall by 7.5 inches wide. What you need is a piece of clear vinyl. I would recommend anywhere from 12, 14, or 16 gauge, which are going to be the stiffer ones. The stiffer type of vinyl, the higher the gauge, the thicker the vinyl. That tends to work better, so you don't really poke holes easily into the vinyl for a pouch that's going to carry stuff in it. Now my vinyl is a 14 gauge, and it's been cut to 8 inches across by 13 inches in length. You need a number 3 craft zipper that has plastic teeth so you can sew through them easily, and I would recommend you get one at least 10 to 12 inches in length, if not longer. Longer is always a little bit easier. Some clips, something to cut your fabric with, and of course a sewing machine that has zigzag stitch capabilities. Step 1, I place my zipper face up, and I'm going to take this edge of my vinyl, one of the 8-inch length, and I'm just going to place it somewhere here. You want to avoid the metal on this end and the metal on this end. That's why it's helpful to work with a longer zipper. Now the key thing here is to not let the vinyl mount on top of the teeth, because then you'll have a hard time opening and closing your zipper. But I'm just going to place it in the bottom half there, the bottom edge of its zipper tape, and you can just place a clip on either end to help hold it. We're going to go to the sewing machine, and with a zigzag stitch, we're just going to zigzag stitch right over this, back stitching at the beginning and end. Now, depending on your sewing machine and whether or not it gets hung up on the clear vinyl, you may want to place some tape underneath the presser foot or swap out the regular foot for a Teflon foot. On this machine, I don't really have any problems, so I'm going to leave it like that. I'm switching this to a zigzag stitch, and I have mine at about a 2.0 length and 4.4 width. So I get a nice wide zigzag that's going to catch almost all of the vinyl that's on the zipper tape. Now I also have a video where I share with you my top tips for working with clear vinyl, so I'll link to that in the description box below in case you've never worked with clear vinyl before. We'll back stitch at the beginning and end, and you can use a different color here for a pop of color or a color of thread that's going to blend in. So there's the first side of the zipper installed. Now I know that I want this to come around to be top stitched here, but I cannot do it like this because I'll stitch through both layers of the vinyl. Okay, so what you need to do is place it the way that it's going to be when it's sewn, which is like this, the same way we just did this first side. I'm making sure that the side edges of the vinyl are lined up. And when I have it in place, I place a clip, just like I did before. Same thing on this side, and the vinyl is just going placed on top of the zipper tape for super quick and easy sewing. Now once it's in place, I know that's how I want to sew it. So I'll open up the zipper and not worry about anything else, because now I can take this to the presser foot of the machine to start sewing. I know it's in the correct place. What you do want to make sure of when you remove this clip here is that you don't move the vinyl, because if you do, then you will be off on the sides, and you can't double check right now since the other piece is away. So that's why we do it that way first, okay? Zigzag, back stitching at beginning and ends again. All right, once you've sewn everything up, keep in mind that the vinyl is clear, so you got to be trimming up your threads to keep everything looking tidy, since you will be able to see through the layers of the clear vinyl. We'll close up the zipper so we can see what it's looking like. Now we're going to place it so that it's wrong side out, so the zipper is on the inside here, and we're going to slide this up to leave only about 3/4 of an inch to an inch of the clear vinyl at the top. And with the thicker vinyl, if you crease it, it tends to hold really well. Now we're going to go with a triple straight stitch, and I find that this is just a stronger stitch to use with the clear vinyl. It will hold up to the stress of the seams, and on my machine I have it set there. I'll show you what it looks like after so you can see if your machine has it. If you don't have a triple straight stitch decorative stitch on your machine, go ahead and just use a regular straight stitch. That'll be fine too. I'm using 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. And back stitch at the beginning and ends. All right, so I stitched down the side that has the zipper stop on it, so I can just trim this away. And then I like to trim the seam allowance down to about 1/8 of an inch. Now on the other side, you want to open the zipper by pulling the zipper pull almost all the way over. And we'll repeat the same stitching to this side. And then we'll trim away the excess on this side also. And trim down that seam allowance a little. Trim threads. And the pouch is complete. What I like to do is now to flip it out. If you're using a thicker gauge vinyl, if it's cool to the touch, it's going to be pretty stiff to flip right side out. So I'll show you a trick that I use using my iron and ironing board. To flip it right side out, I take my iron on a hot, dry setting and just warm up my ironing board. This is going to help make the clear vinyl more pliable, and that way I can act quick and flip it right side out. And there you have it, a quick and easy way to whip up a clear zippered pouch. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial, and if you did, remember to give this video a thumbs up below. Feel free to share it across the different social media sites and with your crafty friends. And don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for day 10.